Hey there, welcome to Pop Culture Cupid.
I'm Alison, love coach, here to help you single people find your way back to love.
And I'm Michal, I'm a single life coach. I help singles embrace themselves and their singleness, as well as develop a healthy self-relationship.
In this podcast, we will look at how pop culture impacts romance, dating, and your love life.
And each week we'll shoot another arrow through another pop culture delusion.
I thought we weren't going to do the whole cheesy thing.
And then burst into smithereens.
Oh my god, dude, that's so cringe!
Sorry, it's in the intro now.
If you make it through the chaos and you enjoy what you hear, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and go to all the social media.
At Pop Culture Cupid on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Enjoy!
Hey girl, how's it going?
I'm good. Life has been hectic and full, but very good. How about you?
It's been good, also hectic, and I don't know about your temperature over in Israel, but we've been having the most horrible heat wave here.
Mm-hmm.
And we are just coming out of it, and
yeah,
horrible.
Mm-hmm. Same. I live in a gallery apartment, and the gallery upstairs doesn't have an air conditioner. So for the past month or so, month and a half maybe even, I had to bring my mattress downstairs and sleep on the floor because there's an air conditioner up here. And upstairs is like it has like this heat, unexplainable heat that you just can't sleep there without the aircon. So
do you talk in Celsius or in Fahrenheit?
In Celsius.
Wow, okay, me too. How many degrees Celsius are you at?
I'm actually not sure. I haven't checked for a few days because now it's gotten calm, but it could get to the late 30, like the 30 something. So very hot.
Also here, like early to late 30, and
and it's very hot.
So I've just been slow with it. I've just been so slow about, like, it got to a point where my pace was so messy. So last week it started cooling down, and this week was okay, but we're gonna go back up this week, so we'll see.
Well, hopefully it stays good. Over here it's nice in the evening. Now it's nice in the evening. During the heat wave it was impossible also in the evening. But it's really nice here in the evening. It's nice and chilly because we're like on a hill.
All right. Not here. It is hot all the time.
Yeah. Well,
life sucks.
It's September, so September should get a bit cooler, but who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, who do we complain about this to, you know?
We need a complaint department. Sorry?
Yeah, exactly. We need, like, especially in France, like we are known for our capacity to complain. Like, who do we complain about this to? Anyway, you've got some dating advice for me.
I do have some dating. Well, no, I have some undating advice for you. No, here's the thing. I want to preface this because I'm not a dating coach. You don't call yourself a dating coach either. You're like a love and relationship coach, which is very different to me.
Like interpersonal. Jesus, that's very hard. I help people. Yeah, that's that word. I help people with relationships with other people. So it's a lot about romantic relationships, but it's also about communicating with your loved ones and friendship group and work and things like that. It's just honoring your own boundaries.
That's amazing. I love that. Okay. What I don't love is relationship advice of any kind. I feel like they're never really helpful and they're never what you need. Like people, and that's the thing, is that people automatically assume that that's what you're looking for. Whether you're sharing with them or not, they will straight away go into advice mode. And I'm like, no. If I'm opening up to you, I don't need you to tell me what to do. I don't need you to give me useless advice. I want you to listen and support me. or if I don't, then just leave me alone.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, I just feel like dating advice never works. And I feel like people who give dating advice are just trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do, because I don't feel like it ever really works, because it sort of makes you disconnected from yourself, and you're trying to be something that you're not, and you're trying to follow someone else's advice, and instead of going, because as humans, I believe we're intuitive. We have gut feelings. There's certain things that we just need to listen to ourselves and no one else.
100% agree. My clients usually, they ask for my advice. That's what they pay me for. So I give them advice. But then, it's because we've been talking about it for a while. So that's one thing. But on my social media, I try to not give advice. I try to give advice that it's difficult, because advice needs to be tailored to the exact situation, to a person who wants to hear advice. So my friends, people and my boyfriend's friends and things like that, they would ask for advice, anything from just like relationship advice or sexuality and things like that. And I say, are you telling me this because you want my opinion as a friend or as a coach? Because that's two different things. And I often get them to just think about it, and they say, actually, and most of the time they will say, actually, I just needed to vent. I just needed to just talk. I don't need advice.
Exactly.
Unless you are paying someone to give you advice, then it's just, you want to, sometimes you just need to talk it through. So dating advice is just.
Yeah, but even then, I feel like you need to, yes, you want someone to give you all of the answers and to tell you what to do, but I feel like that prevents you from really connecting with yourself and getting to know yourself, and it prevents you from really knowing what you want.
Yeah.
Like, how can you ever know how to listen to your gut feeling and to your intuition if you're constantly listening to someone else and you don't even know how to, how do I even listen to my gut feeling? How do I know what's right? And so you're putting layers and layers of other people's advice over your own, so you don't really know how to listen to yourself. Anyway,
go for it, because I feel let's just tell me what you
we can go forever,
because the whole be yourself and listen to your intuition is the worst advice. It's so mucky and unclear. Okay, I've started up. I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry. But for me, and I'm sure everyone is the same, but when I'm in a consultation or at a job interview, when I still had job interviews, or with friends or with my family or with my boyfriend, with my boyfriend's daughter and things like that, I will always be myself, but the self that looks like is different each time. And I have had to learn what Alison in these situations look like. So be yourself just doesn't mean anything. It's, you want to do what feels right to you. And sometimes that goes against your intuition because you're also trying to protect yourself. And it's so complicated. So then just be yourself. It's just, well, I don't know who I am when I'm with this person in this place doing this thing. Because if we are at a restaurant, I may be the most confident person in the world. But if we are bungee jumping off a cliff, I may just, be a nervous wreck. And that is still myself. So just be yourself. No, it's stupid advice. It's not stupid advice. It always comes from a good place, but it's give yourself a break and just allow yourself to mess up. I feel would be better generic advice.
I feel like the intention behind it is well said, because I think we should stick to our own wants and needs and who we are, what's right for us, and our own instincts and intuitions and things like that. But telling someone just be yourself, it really is just a general, very what am I gonna do with that? And most people don't even know who they are. Instead of be yourself, I would say go and just do things that you love and enjoy. Go discover who you are. Go do some trial and error. Go enjoy life with yourself. Go take yourself on this adventure or that self date. And because we are 360 degrees beings, and there's all around emotions and complications and feelings and so
especially for women,
be yourself is very sorry.
Well, I mean, especially for women, like, we talk about, I feel like we talk about it more and more, and that's great. But, women who are on non-hormonal birth control go through these hormonal periods that really are so distinct from one another. And so, depending on where you are, added to just general kind of like weather and things like that, you will just have different versions of yourself.
Yeah. And that's okay. We need to learn how to, I feel like we need to learn how to be okay with each part of ourselves and to know them. I feel like that's when I'm most in control. And I may be digressing here, but I feel like when I know myself really well, when I'm very self-aware, and I know the different parts of myself, and I know what triggers each part of myself, then I know myself better in different situations with different people.
Yeah.
And I know better what I want and how to react and how to respond, or what person is right for me and what person isn't. So I feel like, yeah, you should just be yourself, but it's not that simple and that direct, and it's not that easy. Nor is just being yourself the best. It's not even dating advice. I feel like that's not even like, how is that?
Yeah.
Just be yourself. Go out, be yourself, and then that will get you the perfect person.
I mean, I talk about this often with people in my life, but for example, my boyfriend JT, he can tell.
Wait, are you dating Justin Timberlake?
Yes, Justin Timberlake.
Oh my God. Sorry, I had to.
It's funny because he's French, and so JT means news at one. So anytime I say when I'm talking to JT, they just keep talking about different TV presenters who do news at one on different channels. I never had Justin Timberlake, so well done.
Thank you. Sorry, I had to. Yeah, go on.
No, I appreciate it. I'll tell him this. I think it's the first time he would have heard it as well. Jean Thomas.
Oh, sounds so nice when you say it like that.
I know. As hell. Yeah, it's just that, like, be yourself and allow yourself to discover who you are. We were talking about, or we often talk about, the evolutions we went through, he and I, and are still going through. And he was saying stuff like, I've changed so much and I'm not the same person, and this person doesn't really recognize me. And so it's talking about, being genuine and things like that. And there is a difference between kind of putting up a fake front to impress the person you're